Every company eventually reaches a dangerous stage where work becomes so chaotic that nobody really knows who's doing what, what's delayed, what's blocked, or whether the project is silently collapsing behind the scenes. Meetings become detective investigations. Managers ask, "What's the status?" And suddenly, everybody starts opening random spreadsheets, scrolling through Slack messages, and pretending they totally know what's happening. Meanwhile, deadlines quietly move closer, like a horror movie villain. That's exactly why tools like Jira became so popular. Because modern teams realized something important. When work is invisible, chaos grows fast. Welcome to ProdPanda AI. Today we're breaking down Jira Boards, epics, issues, sprints, dashboards, and Burndown Charts, and why Jira sometimes feels like a second full-time job. Let's simplify Jira once and for all. At its core, Jira is basically a visibility system for teamwork. Think of it like Google Maps for projects. Without Jira, teams often operate on assumptions. One developer thinks a feature is almost complete. Another person believes testing already happened. Managers assume deadlines are still realistic. But nobody has one shared view of reality. That's where Jira changes everything. Instead of scattered information across spreadsheets, emails, random chats, and sticky notes, Jira centralizes work into one visible system. You can instantly see what's being worked on, who owns it, what's blocked, what's completed, and what's moving dangerously slowly. Originally, Jira became popular in software teams, but over time, companies realized this structure works for almost any complex work. Marketing, HR, operations, content. Because the real power of Jira is not coding, it's visibility, accountability, and coordination. And honestly, most workplace chaos comes from the lack of those three things. When you bring everything together, you create a shared vision that moves everyone forward. One of the biggest reasons beginners feel intimidated by Jira is because of the terminology. People hear words like epics, stories, issues, sprints, and suddenly it sounds like corporate mythology. But honestly, the concepts are very simple. An epic is simply a large business goal, something too big to complete quickly. For example, imagine your company wants to redesign the checkout experience for an e-commerce app. That entire initiative becomes an epic. Now, obviously, you cannot finish something that large in one task. So Jira helps break it into smaller pieces. Issues are the actual work items. These represent specific tasks the team can complete. Examples: design payment screen, fix login bug, add coupon functionality. Now here's something many beginners misunderstand. An issue is not just a disposable ticket. Good Agile teams treat issues like living records. As work progresses, people add comments and discuss decisions. Over time, the issue becomes the story of that work item, and every issue includes important information like owner, priority, description, current status, and related tasks. Now comes the sprint. A sprint is a fixed short work cycle, usually 1 to 4 weeks. During that time, the team commits to completing selected issues. Think of sprints like mini-missions. Instead of planning 6 months blindly, teams work in smaller focused cycles. Why is this powerful? Because shorter cycles create faster feedback, better adaptability, and fewer catastrophic surprises. That's why Agile teams prefer continuous progress over giant risky launches. Continuous momentum is the secret to modern delivery. From the big mountain peak down to the individual stalks, everything is connected in a clear path to delivery. Now comes the part everybody recognizes: Jira Boards. And honestly, this is where the real workplace drama becomes visible. A Jira board is basically a visual workflow. Instead of reading giant lists, you see work moving through stages. Simple, visual, easy to understand. But here's why boards are so powerful. They expose problems immediately. For example, imagine your board shows 14 tasks stuck in testing. Suddenly, the bottleneck becomes obvious. QA is overloaded. Without the board, nobody notices the problem until deadlines start collapsing. This is why Agile teams love visual workflows, because good boards make invisible problems visible. And Jira mainly supports 2 styles of boards: Scrum and Kanban. Used by sprint-based teams, Scrum is very structured. Kanban is continuous flow, no sprint boundaries. A simple way to think about it is, Scrum feels like Netflix seasons. Kanban feels like daily YouTube uploads. Both get the job done, just in different rhythms. Whether you prefer the rhythm of a season or the flow of a stream, Jira gives you the visibility to succeed. Now let's talk about the part leadership teams love: dashboards and reports. Because Jira doesn't just show what's happening right now, it also helps teams predict future performance. First, the Burndown chart. It shows how much work remains compared to time left. If the chart steadily goes downward, great. The sprint is healthy. Burndown charts are basically sprint heart monitors. But if the line stays flat for several days, everybody starts getting nervous, because that usually means blockers, delays, unclear requirements, or underestimated complexity. Next, the velocity chart. It measures how much work the team usually completes per sprint. And honestly, this prevents one of the biggest corporate mistakes: fantasy planning. No more motivational fiction. Velocity helps teams make realistic commitments, better forecasts, and healthier planning decisions. It's about being real with yourself and your team. Then there's the cumulative flow diagram. Sounds terrifying. Actually simple. This report shows where work piles up over time. If the review stage keeps expanding, approvals are slowing you down. Because these reports are not just pretty graphs. They are feedback systems. Good Agile teams don't ignore signals. They use data to improve continuously. Learning to read the signals is the difference between a team that delivers and a team that just stays busy. Now let's discuss how teams accidentally destroy Jira. One of the biggest mistakes? Treating Jira updates like annoying admin work. Because once people stop updating tickets, the board stops representing reality. At that point, your Jira dashboard becomes corporate fan fiction. It looks good on paper, but it's a total myth. Updates are the lifeblood of visibility. Another common mistake? Overcomplicating workflows. Some teams create 17 statuses and endless custom fields. B row, why? Nobody knows the difference between pending validation and awaiting secondary functional review. The best Jira systems are usually simple, clear, and easy to maintain. Keep it real, keep it simple, and keep it moving. That's the ProdPanda way. And another huge mistake? Ignoring reports completely. If velocity suddenly drops, that's important. Maybe the team is overloaded. Jira gives signals. Smart teams listen to them. Audit your board. Is it a tool for delivery or a source of frustration? The choice is yours. So next time somebody says, "Why do we even need Jira?" remember, without visibility, teams slowly drift into spreadsheet archaeology and Slack confusion. Don't become a victim of random meetings and deadline horror stories. Jira doesn't magically fix bad teamwork, but it transforms scattered chaos into organized momentum. And honestly, that's what modern Agile teams really need. Momentum is the mission. Organized work is the fuel. Like, subscribe, and survive corporate chaos with ProdPanda AI. Join the top 1% of product managers today. Because product management doesn't have to be complicated. See you in the next episode.